Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving into some cool tricks and tips to memorize the periodic table groups from 1A to 8A. Don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. By the end of this video, you'll be able to recall these groups faster than ever. Let's remember quickly how the periodic table is arranged. The periodic table is arranged into groups and periods. The modern table has 7 periods and 18 groups. The table is also divided into 4 blocks based on the type of orbitals: S block, P block, D block, and F block. This arrangement helps organize elements by their properties, making studying and understanding them easier. Let's start with Group 1, which is alkali metals. This group includes hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. But how do we remember all the elements' names and their order of arrangement? I got you. Here are the simple and easy mnemonics, through which you remember their names and order of arrangement. Hi, little soldiers. Keep running carefully forward. Each first letter in a sentence represents an element name. H represents hydrogen, L lithium, S sodium, K potassium, R rubidium, C cesium, and F francium. That's it. You easily memorize Group 1. Next up is Group 2, which is alkaline earth metals. This group includes beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium, and radium. Now you see mnemonics for Group 2 on the screen. So be my cat's strong bright radiance. Each first letter represents an element name. B represents beryllium, M magnesium, C calcium, S strontium, B barium, and R radium. But remember, Group 2 starts with beryllium, not boron. That's why I use B in mnemonics, so you don't get confused. Moving to Group 13, which is the boron family. This includes boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, and thallium. Boring ants gather in trees. Each first letter represents an element name. B for boron, A for aluminum, G for gallium, I for indium, and T for thallium. C. It's so exciting. Here comes Group 14, which is the carbon family. This includes carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, and lead. Clever silly Germans snatch lead. Each first letter represents an element name. C represents carbon, S silicon, G germanium, S tin, and L lead. In this, the tin symbol is Sn, which we used in mnemonic. Now for Group 15, which is the nitrogen family. This includes nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, and bismuth. New penguins are so bold. Each first letter represents an element name. N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, A for arsenic, S for antimony, and B for bismuth. In this, the antimony symbol is S, which we used in mnemonic. Don't confuse it with sulfur. Next is Group 16, which is the oxygen family. This includes oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, and polonium. Oscar's sister sells teapots. Each first letter represents an element name. O for oxygen, S sulfur, S selenium, T tellurium, and P polonium. Here, 2 elements in this group start with S, sulfur and selenium. If you look at the screen, selenium begins with Se, just like the word cells in the mnemonic. This way, you won't confuse it with sulfur, which is represented by just S. Here comes the Group 17, which is halogens. This includes fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. Flexible clients bring innovative assets. Each first letter represents an element name. F for fluorine, C for chlorine, B for bromine, I for iodine, and A for astatine. And finally, Group 18, which is the noble gases. This includes helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, and radon. He never argues. King Xenon rules. Each first letter represents an element name. H represents helium, N neon, A argon, K krypton, X xenon, and R radon. That's it. With these mnemonics, you can easily memorize these groups. You just need a little practice, and soon these groups will be at your fingertips. But why is this helpful in your studies? Using this method, you can easily predict trends like atomic size, ionization energy, electron affinity, and electronegativity. That's it for today's video. I hope you've learned these 8 groups by now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more tips and tricks. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. See you in the next video with more helpful tips.